Henry Harry, then Mark Brandis and Dave Janae.
Good afternoon, Mayor and City Council. I want to make a couple of points here tonight, and I'm going to keep all of my comments friendly. Mr. Chenier, when you ran for City Council, I remember you made quite a big deal about that the people did not trust government, and I agree with you. So we stand here today, and we're going to use Measure U money, and it appears that we're going to use it in an intellectually dishonest way. If reports are correct, we're going to eliminate 29 vacant officer positions, and then we're going to infuse Measure U money into the budget, and that seems dishonest to me. I think it's called supplanting, and I brought that to the attention of this council one time when I was here. The feds won't allow entities to supplant with their money, and they specifically put it in their contract. So I call on all of you to check your conscience before proceeding with the matter in that manner. Next, I want to comment on the police union and pensions. From everything that I've seen, we seem to be locked into an all-or-nothing proposition. For example, let's suppose that the police department came forward and agreed to pay 9% of their pension contributions over the 12 that you want. Will you just say no? Will you just say, hell no, get out of here, we don't want that? And hold us hostage for not hiring new officers over a pension battle that might end up turning out to be something of a battle of wills and egos versus practicality? And is it true that through savings that the officers helped you realize that you had about an additional $2.2 million in your budget? Is it true that we found $8.5 million in our budget? And how much of that was spent on the police department? I'll close out by saying that we have a gang war brewing in this city, and just not too long ago, a 10-year-old boy was shot in a drive-by shooting. You know, we need our officers. We need our police officers on the streets. Thank you.
All right, Dave Janae.
I don't know how to do this. Last time I was here, I said you wouldn't see me again, but I listened to talking heads and political pundits all over this country today bashing our police department for doing a job. Much of it they can't do thanks to you. Running call to call to call, not able to fill premise histories out, so the next day when officers come back to deal with an identical situation, maybe a mistake is made. Now listen to Henry. He's got more guts than I have. He's been back here over and over again. I want to play something.
I've been at many budget hearings over the years. And one thing I noticed that this year, I can't see into the future between now and when you pass the budget on June the 30th.
So just on your first point, I wanted to just let you know that a change that actually City Manager Shirey has done. I know in the past we've done these intent motions, which is what you're asking us not to do.
Right.
And he's changed that policy. So actually what's on agenda today is not an intent motion. It's just receive and file, so it's a discussion. So on that first issue, he did it for exactly the reason that you stated, to allow the conversation to continue. Just want to make sure that you understand its importance since you're the lead negotiator.
Allow the conversation to continue. May 15, 2012, ladies and gentlemen, I stood up here along with 6 other members in this community and begged you to tell us when that conversation would continue. It was a receive and file. It was not an intent motion. Thank you, Ms. Ashby. Thank you, Mr. Shirey. You allowed the man representing 651 sworn police officers in our city 2 minutes to address this council for the rank and file of the Sacramento Police Department. Weeks later, McDonald's had all the time in the world. You should be ashamed of the way you treat the police officers in this city.
We need your
2
final
weeks
comment,
before
please.
the National Law Enforcement Memorial. We want to know when the budget hearing for the police department is, and we want you to waive the rules, Mr. Mayor, so the police officers in this city have a fair and equal voice.
Camp.